This is not about being beautiful or fancy. This is utilitarian food. Getting something into your belly when you're hungry and you have very little time. Hey everyone, it's Kaitlin from The Walks of Life, and today I've got a quick and delicious peanut noodle recipe for you. As the months get warmer, everybody's looking for ways to cook less. Use less of the stove, use less of the oven, and these peanut noodles are a great way to do that. They make a delicious lunch, dare I say breakfast, side dish for dinner, maybe even a snack. I've got my noodles, I've got my peanut butter. I also have a few other ingredients that are gonna make this peanut noodle really unique and tasty. That's lime juice, a little garlic, ginger, Thai black soy sauce for some sweetness and savoriness, fish sauce, don't be scared off, it just kind of blends in and makes everything more flavorful, and some sesame oil, chili oil, of course, our homemade chili oil. At this point, we've got like a few test vials floating around in our kitchen. I don't know why this jar is so small, but it's a perfect amount for what we need today. Some cilantro, mostly for a garnish. If you don't like cilantro, you can use some scallions or a little bit of sliced up cucumber. So let's get started. Let's talk about peanut butter. We are organic, natural peanut butter users in this household, but even if you're using a Jif or a Skippy, you are gonna want a little bit of hot water to thin this out. To help things along, I actually took out this peanut butter from the refrigerator about 30 minutes ago. It's actually now like a really nice, decently pourable consistency, so I'm just gonna stir it up and then I'm gonna measure out 1/3 cup of peanut butter, and that's gonna be our base. It's a healthy 1/3 of a cup. And I'm gonna add 2 to 3 tablespoons of hot water to this peanut butter. I'm actually not gonna stir it until I have all the other ingredients in, because for whatever reason, I find that if I over stir my peanut butter, it can have a tendency to seize, and then the hot water and the peanut butter kind of like returns to a solid state. It's very strange. So next, I'm ready to prepare my garlic and my ginger, and I'm just gonna peel these. I took out the microplane for my ginger for ease, and I think I'm just gonna microplane the garlic too. Obviously, if you don't have one of these, you can easily mince it. I need 1.5 teaspoons of grated or minced ginger, and I'm just gonna eyeball this. And this ginger is organic ginger, so it's a little strong. Stronger than your average grocery store ginger, that is. Now I'm ready to add my 2 to 3 tablespoons of hot water, and I'm just gonna give that a stir. I'm gonna use that last tablespoon. So I am gonna use 3 tablespoons here. So I need 1 tablespoon of Thai black soy sauce. So the reason why I use Thai black soy sauce is because it has a little bit of extra sweetness. I kind of like not needing to add like any honey or sugar or sweet element to this dish. I can just reach for this and know that I'm gonna get a great color, a sweetness, and a good flavor. Let's say you don't have Thai black soy sauce and you do have Chinese dark soy sauce. This is not as sweet as the Thai black soy sauce, but it will give you that really great color and that soy flavor. I'm gonna add 2 teaspoons of light Chinese soy sauce. So I know this is probably where people's eyes are starting to glaze over, but I promise you that layering soy sauces is really the key to delicious tasting Chinese cuisine or any Asian cuisine. Next, I'm gonna add 2 teaspoons of fish sauce. And if you're sensitive to the flavor of fish sauce, you can add this to taste, but I would encourage you to add at least a little. I need 1/2 teaspoon of sesame oil. Now I'm gonna cut my lime and add 1 tablespoon of lime juice, which I'm gonna say is about 1/2 lime's worth. That's why I say these peanut noodles are kind of like a really nice warm weather dish to cook, because the freshness from the lime juice really gives a little extra something. I'm just gonna rinse my hands. And now I'm gonna give my peanut sauce a stir. I know it doesn't look like much right now, but it will very shortly. I have to say a good tool for this job would be a mini whisk, if you have one of those. Break up the lumps of peanut butter. It's so tasty. I am going to go ahead and add some chili oil. I don't know, like 2 teaspoons. I don't want it to be crazy spicy. And that is ready for noodles. So now we're just gonna boil our noodles. The noodles that I'm using today are these fresh northern style noodles. Between the texture and the salt level, a thinner noodle can get really lost in that sauce and kind of become one homogeneous mass, and also not have enough dough to stand up to the saltiness and the savoriness of the sauce. But in terms of going thicker, sky's the limit. You could use up to the thickness of an udon noodle, or another noodle that we really like, and actually the one that's pictured on the blog, are these knife cut noodles, which are wide ribbon style noodles, and they pick up the peanut sauce really well, and they are kind of fun to eat. But I don't know, I have this weird bias against thicker gauge of noodle. Like even with Italian pasta, if it's like too thick of a noodle, I just don't feel as satisfied. I don't know.
I find that the package instructions on Asian noodles are very unreliable. Sometimes they're way off and you end up overcooking your noodles. You wanna make sure that you're not boiling the noodles at too rapid of a boil, because that tends to make the noodles starchier. When the water comes up to a rolling boil, you can add a little cup or half cup of cold water to sort of slow down that process. Taste it periodically, and when the noodle is perfectly al dente, take them out. And I wouldn't worry too much about getting any of the noodle cooking water in. It's just gonna help loosen everything.
So I've got my freshly cooked noodles, and I do have a little bit of the cooking water just in case. This recipe actually makes enough peanut sauce for 2 servings of noodles. So each serving of noodle is approximately 100 grams, or about 7 ounces. Now, I'm not here to police you on how much noodles you eat, so if you want to take down this whole thing, just you yourself, that's okay with me. So I'm just gonna gently stir these with my chopsticks, just make sure all the noodles get coated. Wow, it smells so good. I don't feel like I need the extra noodle water, but results may vary. So if you feel like you want to add a little splash in, go right ahead. So I'm just gonna garnish it with a little bit of chopped cilantro, and that's my peanut noodle recipe. Quick, easy, no shortage of peanut butter here. Let's go give it a try. So thick. That's already too big of a bite. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. So I will say, the longer these noodles sit, the more they can cling to each other. You can cook the noodles ahead of time. You can toss them with a little bit of oil, do the sauce, keep them separate, and then toss everything together at the last minute. And if you need to, use a little bit of that hot noodle cooking water to bring the sauce back to life. Mmm.
I feel like the bite's not any smaller than the last one.
It's really tasty. Sometimes when we film these videos, I get plagued by a little bit of self-doubt. I start to question my past self. I'm like, is it good? Is it weird? Is it too much to ask? Thai black soy sauce? Not too much to ask. This is a really good bowl of peanut noodles. Like, if I got this at a restaurant, I would be very happy. There's a good peanutiness, but it doesn't taste like you're eating like just peanut butter, you know? Sometimes like peanut noodles can have that effect.
Like, a lot of recipes out there tend to be just like peanut butter, soy sauce, sesame oil.
Right. This, I feel like, with all the different layers of flavor, really becomes something a little extra special. If you're a fan of peanut noodles and you enjoyed this recipe, give this video a like, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and visit us at thewalksoflife.com for more easy and delicious recipes like these. Thanks, everyone. No!